Okay, a lot of people don't equate Yamaha in the high-end world, but just like Techniques, a lot of these companies have an extremely impressive engineering pedigree and can put out killer products without the audiophile premium pricing. So again, for you guys that are budget-minded, don't feel bad about owning a Yamaha. A lot of these pieces are killer. So this is a static display, and Doug's going to try the headphones. These are traditional. These aren't electrostatics or anything, huh? These are
No. This is the planar dynamics.
planar. Okay. You don't need a special amp for them then. Okay. While he does this, I'm gonna go next door and maybe listen to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What album was that?
Is current.
Okay.
Tame Impala. Tame Impala.
Okay.
Or the sophisticates called.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
What are we talking about price points for this system here?
The speakers, 15,000 with stands for the pair.
Okay.
The power amp, the M5000 is 10,000. Bottom. The preamp, second one up, is 10,000. The C5000. On the top, we have the GT5000 for gigantic and tremendous, and that's $8,000 with the tone arm.
With the tone on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the CD player that we're playing is a CD3000. That's $6,000. That's not part of this generation, but it's the best SACD CD player that we made, and cosmetically it matches fine. So altogether, we're looking about 49,000, I think.
All in. Okay.
You can probably negotiate a better deal,
Okay.
maybe.
Well, that first piece sounded really cool. Yeah. So I assume you can get pretty much full range performance from these speakers.
Yeah, the speakers are special designed. The drivers are.
Yeah, what material is that?
It's called Zylon.
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 And so the mid-range has it as well.
Yeah, thank you. And the tweeter. All
And the
three drivers
tweeter.
are made out of the same material. Here you go.
Which actually, in a lot of ways,
Uh-huh. You have just touched the strongest man-made fiber in the world.
Really?
That is a Zylon sheet right there. They claim a 1.5 millimeter thread of this can lift a metric ton. So it's used in F1, it's used in aerospace, and Yamaha decided to make speakers out of it.
Doug could rip it, but nobody else could. That's pretty cool. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, well, the thing we like acoustically, it has a lot, very similar to beryllium. And if you remember Yamaha history, we used to make our NS1000Ms back in the 70s. The three-way bookshelves had beryllium mid-ranges and dome mid-range and tweeter in it. But beryllium's got got a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. You know, I'll just
Right.
kill you and all that.
Kill
kind
you,
of
yeah.
stuff.
You have to put a grill over them on top of that.
Yeah. But it's you can't do a woofer out of it. You can't spread the metal that large. With the Zylon, we're able to do all 3 drivers, and we're able to scale it so all 3 drivers are made out of the same material, so they have the same
Better
sound.
coherence, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
that's
it's, you know,
smart.
again, it is very close to our original beryllium designs, going back to the 70s,
That's really cool.
and it won't kill you.
So how do you spell that again? Zylon? It's just
Zylon.
Zylon.
Yeah.
Okay. Which are going to play next? Tin
Oh,
Pan Alley?
Some of this. Yeah.
Okay.
Want something
I've heard
different?
it before. It's okay. That's good. It's a good demo track.
You know
yeah.
what? Oh, it is a good demo track. That's why I like. I'm gonna do
All right.
some-
Yeah, well, let's go ahead
How
and
about
listen
some
to it.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash?
Either way,
I want to hear some Crosby personally because I haven't listened to them. Yes, I understand your feelings.
yeah, you kind of get fatigued on the Tin Pan, but
The thing is, it's so dynamic. It's like
Yeah, it is.
not to play it. You know?
yeah, I mean, it definitely shows off. It was a practice session, though. You know, they didn't even have the mic level set right, and,
Really?
and some of the noise floor you can even hear. So it is useful in recording.
Okay, so this is before Neil Young came back. There's joined the group.
Yes.
What's the weight of these speakers? Pretty substantial, huh?
Yeah, they're not 100 pounds. I think they're about 80 pounds. And I don't know.
Okay.
So about 42 or 42 kilograms.
Yeah, so it's 88 pounds, so it's almost 90 pounds.
So those are stands that are made for it. So yeah, that's the height that y'all want the tweeter at.
and then the
So slightly
the shape of
below
the
normal.
stands, you see how they're kind of almost a horn kind of shape.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's to disperse any standing wave. You know, the wave that's built up off the floor. It's to
Oh, is that right?
yeah. So it's not just a cosmetic engineering thing. There's some physics to that.
Well, there's nothing passive radio underneath or anything. Is that okay? Is it ported
it's
in the
ported,
back?
yeah, it's ported
but
in
in
the
the back. Okay. That's interesting. I've never seen that.
Well, one thing, there's no batting material inside of it.
Really?
Normally with a box like this, then you'd stuff it full of, to stop any standing waves, inside the cabinet and stuff like that. We developed. I know this doesn't look like it. This goes inside the box, so we don't paint it up or polish it or anything like that. It's an acoustic absorber. So there's 2 of these in there, one on each side of the cabinet that's in there. And this is kind of tuned like a 180 acoustically from the cabinet. So let's say it's a vertical standing wave. So high pressure, high pressure, high pressure, the wave moves back and forth through the cabinet. Well, that's bad. The thing is, when the high pressure, the wave is like on the top of the cabinet, building high pressure, this is tuned to relieve that pressure down to the low pressure side. So it balances out that internal standing wave that's in the box. So we don't have extreme high pressures and extreme low pressures. These 2 absorbers balance it out. So the inside of the cabinet is experiencing more of a coherent pressure all the time. So the back of the woofer is not getting bombarded with high, low, high, low, high, low pressure, is why it's trying to generate its own sound on top of that. But this, by neutralizing the standing waves, and front and back as well, we don't have to stuff it with batting. And that's, when you listen to these speakers, especially Tin Pan Alley was the one that I was going to play, the dynamics are just, they snap. They're just so fast because it's not waiting for any air inside the cabinet to do anything. The driver's always in a neutral position, ready to do what you
Not
tell them
fighting
to
the
do.
pressure. Yeah, okay.
And then of course being the Zylon, they're super lightweight, and so they're ready to react.
Cool. Let's go listen to some of this. Yeah.
So this is Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Helplessly hoping. Before Neil Young. I just like this guy. I just like picking out all 3 guys' voices in this cut right here. It's just a lot of fun.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside.